Welcome to part 10, where we look at the start of a new year and the start of the spring semester. First, we're looking at the start of a new school year. The first thing we want to do is we want to update the student list. So I'm looking for a student. If the student is no longer at our school, we want to suspend their account. You can do this during the summer or during the school year if a student transfers back to their old school or leaves the school. But again, you can suspend the account. If they do come back, you can go back in and reactivate the account and unsuspend it. You also have the option to delete a student, but again, we don't delete students unless they're seniors that have already graduated, and we only do this during the summer before we start the new school year. The other thing that we want to do is we want to make updates and get ready for the new school year. So first we're going to go into the reset page. And this is something we do before the new school year. We want to first back up our students in case we run into some problems. We can just reload the student list with the current courses. So we want to select all students and then download. On the next page, we can download as, just leave it the way it is, CSV, and then change the name of it. I do put the date when I download, that way I know when I downloaded the students, the exact date. Okay, so hit save. And this is just a precaution I like to take, just to, again, to make sure I have a backup in case I do run into some problems, which I've not run into any problems as of yet. So again, I'm gonna go back into the reset. I'm getting ready for the new school year. Again, we only do this during the summer before we start the new school year, and I'm going to fall and spring courses and monthly attendance. I'm going to reset them. And on the next page, we do have to type reset in all caps and then hit the reset. What this will do is it'll clear out the schedules and the monthly attendance and get ready for the new school year. If you use the summer, you can do that also for the summer if you use this for summer school. We also want to clear out the daily attendance for fall, spring, and summer. And again, we want to type reset in all caps. I did forget to hit the all caps button. But again, this is only for demonstration purposes, so I'm not going to save this. Since we are starting a new school year, we want to go back to the main settings page. We do have to make some settings before the new fall semester. So again, it's the iStudy school settings page. And since we are starting a new semester, we want to change the school term to fall. In the spring start date, we want to change that. We want to update that. And then for the monthly cards, we want to update the new dates for the new school year and the number of days per week. We can also update the schedules, the times, daily schedule times for each day. And then at the bottom, for the student agreement, if there are any changes to that, we can also make some updates. And then we hit save. And I'm not going to actually save since this is just for demonstration. So before we start a new school year, it's also a good idea to update the teachers. Remember, you want to do this during the summer before the start of the new school year. Do not do this during the school year. If you want to update the teacher name or any of the other information, do not do it during the school year. You have to wait till the summer, otherwise it will create problems. And again, this is a good time to delete teachers that no longer work at the school. Do not do this during the school year. It will create problems. Also, it's a good time to add courses or modify the name of the course if you need to. But again, if you're modifying the name of the course, you want to do this during the summer, not during the school year. It will create problems. Also, the course list for the fall term, spring term, this is a good time to make changes there. Also, you do not want to make these changes during the semester. Again, if a course disappears off the list, it will create problems with the student schedules. Now we're going to look at getting ready for the spring semester. There are a few things that we need to change. The first thing is we want to go into the settings page and we want to change from fall to spring. Or if we're going to summer school, we want to change it to summer. And again, save at the bottom. We changed it to spring. And we're going to leave it that way since that is our current semester that we're in. And again, before the start of the spring semester, the other thing that we want to look at is we want to go into the reset, student information, and we want to go to the last option, transfer fall courses credits to the spring. This will copy all the courses from the fall semester to the spring semester. You do need to type transfer in all caps. This is not necessary, but it is something that our school does, and it does make it easier for the counselor to go in and change the schedule. So from Math 1A to Math 1B, for example, from History A, U.S. History A to U.S. History B. So it just saves them some work. So now we're ready for the spring semester.